Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to Subsistence Land. It is a happy day. This is a very happy day in Subsistence Land. So, yeah, we have a brand new look at. Oh, well, let's take a look. Does it say anything in here? Where is it? Oh, it doesn't actually say it here. Oh, there it is. Alpha 52 up in the right-hand corner. There, right there. It's sort of faint, but it's there. Alpha 52. So this is the experimental branch. So it is not. Well, at the time of this recording, Alpha 52 is still in the experimental branch. It's not in the formal branch. And what is that right there? That's a deer. So the original plan for today was... Oh, no. No. Oh, got him once. Oh, and I'm out of arrows. Ooh. That Mr. Hunter over there is... Well, I'm going to have to make myself some arrows. I can't even do the zoom. Okay. Mr. Hunter over there, I'm not sure what he's doing. Maybe he was... Was it because I was shooting my bow? I don't know. Anyways, the original plan for today, let me get to the point, which you know how I am. I sometimes don't. Is we were going to do some reconnoitering and various other things in preparation for the assault on Charlie. But in reality, we have a brand new update we have to take a look at. So that is actually going to be the plan for today. We're gonna take a day to take a look at the update. Now, I've had comments before on my my alpha update preview look videos before, and it's like, oh, there's no action. That's right. There is no. Well, there may be a little bit of action, but typically there's not a lot because, you know, it's an update video. And you can see the first thing in the update is that he's changed the menuing system, and also there's traps. We're going to get into all of this. But for now, I just feel naked without my without my arrows. So I'm going to do something about that, like super quick right away. But this is pretty good. I can get behind this. He went to the grid system. Which is, oh, look at that on hover effect. Ooh, oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Anyways, he went to a grid system for stuff and without the text. It's really pretty. Good job, Cold Games. You've got an eye for design. Well, we already knew that though. We already knew that Mr. Cold Games, Mr. Games of Cold, he has a definite eye for detail and the aesthetic, so they say. Now, where did you go? Oh, I'm out of arrows? Oh, there we go. Okay, let's see. Girls, don't worry, girls. I will take care of this evil foe. Now let's get over here. And reload. There we go. Yeah, he was a little close, but that's okay. Now, what are we going to do? We're going to... Oh, this is new. He made that more smooth. As I say, we're gonna go through the list, but we're sort of seeing a bit of a little bit of a preview, just because you know I'm doing. Hello, Mr. Clam. Hello, Mr. There we go. Nice. And up. Come on, up we go. Up. Okay, that the weirdness getting out of the water is still... But that's okay. We're not... No. We're not worried about that. Oh, actually, today, it's a good day not to go out because the weather is terrible. Let's take a look. Okay, we're building up power and mass, so we're in good shape there. I need to cook anyways, so why don't we do that? Let's grab you, and let's see. Oh, I actually made some more steak and eggs. But yeah, we need to... Let's do... We're out of onions. We're out of... Okay, so we're just simply going to do some... we're going to do a bunch of you and a bunch of you. I think that's a good idea. And also, we're going to top up the fire. Don't worry, we're going to get into the update. It'll happen. It's just, you know, there's a bunch of things that need to... You know, maintenance. It's this world is filled with little maintenance items. Anybody who plays this game knows that. All right. While we're sitting here listening to the sizzling of meat and liver, let me just get out my the update notes. Now this is a draft update, and so it's subject to change. This is still on experimental. The update notes that I'm reading from are clearly say draft on them. So yeah, basically this is the Alpha 52 update, and it's based. Okay, he sort of said in the update notes, and we'll get to it, but this is sort of like a two-parter. It was kind of like two updates in one. There's a bunch of optimization that he's done, and some of it basically I can see right away, and we'll get into that because that's actually really cool. I'm really happy about that, and it has to do with the doors. So yes, but anyways, and the other is he added some new buildables and some new crafting stations and stuff like that. Let's grab you. I think some of does this look different? I think it does, because I think what he did say. Oh yeah, see, I don't know, but I maybe it's just me, but I don't know. That looks different. Okay. So the first thing that he's added to the game is he's added a new crafting station called basically the Lathe. Now, do we make the Lathe in the BCU? Yes, we do. There's the Lathe right there. It requires 15 scrap, 6 of the circuit boards, and 8 of the alloy sheets. Yeah, that's 8. Okay. Plus 250 mass. Holy crap. I can't even make that if I wanted to. I know what we need to do. We're going to need to make a mass storage device. So that's this bad boy right here. So you'll notice, well, okay, we'll get into this as well. He's updated the UI a bit, but we're going to have to make one of these guys. So we're going to need to let our mass get just a little bit higher anyways, because I need to boost my mass up up a little bit if I'm going to want to be able to make the new Lathe. And so essentially the Lathe is it's a sort of a high tier build item. It's like a high tier crafting station. Oh, it says it's crafted in the BCU. See, if I just read the bloody notes, then I'd actually have I'd get the information. But so it basically can be viewed as a high tier workbench. Yeah. Oh, good. We managed to hit a decent amount of power. All right. It's fully animated. Now, if you go and watch the little teaser video that he did, you can actually see it in action. It's fully animated, but it's automated. The tailstock sliding back and forth, etc., etc. So it's really cool. I'm not going to be able to make one today because I can't. The materials are also crazy. I don't have 6 circuit boards. I don't even think I have the stuff to make it. But apparently, the things that you make in the Lathe now are the elevator itself, the elevator track, and elevator switches. And the elevators themselves, and you can see them again in the video, they take up the space of a half floor. So if we were to go, I don't think I have any half floors here. I got a half floor in here though. Come on, there we go. They are the size of, well, okay, they look like they're all quarters. So basically the size of that right there, that all those power things, the power storage are on, that's the size, or the size of these two. These are apparently the dimensions of the elevator, right? And then, so separately you make a track. So you make the elevator in the Lathe, you make the track in the Lathe, and you make the call button in the Lathe. Now the call button is the let's take a look at the Lathe again. There we go. The call button. Okay, well let's get back to the elevator itself. The elevator takes 4 iron ingots, 7 metal plates. Like if you take a look at this, the plates, the alloy sheets, that's what they call them. 5 circuit boards and 25 crystals. So it is definitely late game, and it will basically go up and down on tracks. The tracks themselves cost 2 circuit boards, 4 ingots, and 10 scrap. So it looks like scrap. I think it's scrap. Plus, oh my God. Okay, to make the good grief. To make the elevator car, it costs 3,000 power and 300 mass. Oh jeez, that is. Okay, and then to make the one track, and the track is enough to go up and down 1 level, okay? And that is 1,000 power and 125 mass. So that's not too bad. We can do that fairly easily. And then the elevator switch is used to call, if you have like, if the elevator's like on a different floor, it's what you put next to the elevator shaft itself so that you can push it and it brings the elevator down. And then the elevator itself has a switch. It's got a control switch which allows you to go between floors. And it will only stop. You could have like a 5-story high elevator shaft, but it'll only stop at floors that have an actual floor in front of them. So there, that's that. Now the other thing that's new is, and I'm going to see if I can make an elevator, because I want to replace this business here, this thing, all this here. I want to replace that with an elevator. I think it would be really cool. So that's going to be the plan. Now the other thing is he's made animal traps, and the animal traps, there's 2 of them. And we can take a look actually in my inventory here. No, not that. That's not the thing we want to look at. Is it under weapons? What did he see it? Yeah, there it is right there. So there's a fish trap and there's an animal trap. So what we could do is we could probably make some of this stuff right now. Let's just do that. That's, what is it? 8 sticks and 4 cordage. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. So pretty cheap actually. So it is, I guess, meant to be like an early game passive kind of trappy type thing, and then you can put bait in it. One of the in the notes he has like medicinal plants, but you can put well, it looks like you could put like apple and all kind, berries and stuff in it, and one of them is medicinal plants. And it's not just one leaf of a plant; you have to actually put multiple medicinal plants. So it can be baited with a range of items which show while accessing. Some item types require more than others in order to bait the trap. The checkbox indicates that the trap is baited. So there you go. You will see that in a moment. Placing many traps in close proximity will reduce the chances of hunting an animal, or luring an animal, I should say. Also, spending time nearby the traps will deter animals. So it's best to leave them and check back in intervals. Traps will slowly deteriorate over time, however they can be repaired. Oh! Now there's also fish traps. So we've made our animal trap. I'm going to make a fish trap too. And so to make the fish trap we need, oh my god, it's the same bloody, oh! Well, let's just do that then. 1, 2, 3, 4. I really should have just simply, what was it again? Cordage, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I really should have just done both of them at the same time. I don't know what I was thinking. Anyways, so we're gonna make let's make a U, and then we'll make U. See, this I can do. This is not like huge end game late stage manufacturing that we're doing here, right? Now to bait this trap, I believe it takes grubs. Let's just take 4 of them for now. Now the thing about the fish trap, well, let me see what he says here. He basically says that also crafted from the default crafting menu, which is what we just saw. Fish traps allow the players to catch small fish without needing to use a fishing rod. So this is what I mean. It's a tool that you can use before you can even make a fishing rod if you want to catch fish. However, they can currently be baited with tree grubs and rotten meat. Oh, yet another purpose for rotten meat. 1 fish trap can catch up to 2 small fish. However, when 1 fish is already in the trap, the chances of a second one are reduced. Similar to the small animal traps, overcrowding in an area will reduce the chances of catching fish. Try to spread them out. They will also slowly deteriorate over time. Yes, okay. So that's kind of cool. And what we're going to do is we're going to place a trap, but I think we'll place a trap over here because we have a problem. We have animals that come by and they harass our lovely, lovely chicken. By the way, I did check the food and water. It's doing okay. Ooh, I'll just grab you. Now, what we could do is we could let's put you here and you here. So what we're going to do is we're going to put, no, not the fish trap. There we go. And let's see if let's go put this over, oh, it has a little range. Oh, okay. Well, I think this is a good place for a trap right here. What do you think? I think this is kind of nice. So let's put one right here. There we go. Whoa, look at that. That is really cool. Let's get, look at that. Oh, how did I turn into a woman? Oh, that's hilarious. He changed the default model. That is, look at that. I didn't even notice that. Character. That's funny. There we go. That's what I look like. I mean, I don't care either way, but, you know, might as well be consistent, right? There's me. Oh, yeah, good. I've still got my beard. I didn't lose it. But there we go. We got ourselves a fish trap. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that. So, anyways, oh, trapping of the... No, that's an animal trap. What am I talking about? So, here's the baited marker. So, you can add one thing at a time until... Okay, so it takes 3 to bait. And it's apples and tomatoes and onions and carrots and berries and medicinal plants. So, that's kind of cool. Good job, Cold Games. This is, I think, a lot of people are going to be very happy about that situation. Now, the other thing we have is a fish trap. And I think what we'll do is, let's put the fish trap down here under our base. Now, I don't know if it's going to, well, you know what? Let's find out if putting it under the base is a problem. We'll put it under the base right here. Like right there. And let's put, how many? 1? Just 1. Okay, we got to get air. Is there anything going on out here? No, I don't know. Okay, let's go take a look again. So there we go. There's our fish trap. That's pretty cool. If I go V in here. Oh, look at that. There's me. That's cool. I didn't even know I could do that. Okay, let's get up before we drown. So we're going to find out if that actually will work under the base like that, because it meant the notes say about not being too close to the small game trap, but I don't know if that's true for the fish trap. If that proximity to the fish trap actually causes issues or not. I guess we'll find out. All right, now we're not doing anything in here. Good, we're not cooking. Let's put you away, and we will continue on with our notes. I tell you what. Here, let's go and we need a better view. There we go. This is a nice view. Oh, that's even better. Oh, I like that view. That's kind of an awesome view. All right, because you know I actually have to use like a separate. I have a little tablet that I'm using to do this. Oh, a heavily requested feature from players. There is now an in-game map that can be brought up at any time. The key binding can also be changed. I'm going to assume the default key binding is M. Oh yeah. Did you see that? Did you see that? And okay, so and you can't hear anything. Oh, that's really cool. And it basically says he's implemented a fog of war. Basically, you know what a fog of war is, and he talks about how he used to play Command and Conquer. It's the same idea for like in Command and Conquer, a lot of RTS games, a bunch of different games use the fog of war concept. Basically, it doesn't show you any part of the map unless you've been there, and because this is starting from fresh, I've been all over the map. I know the map, but it's going to start for me because of we just updated with this little tiny space, and that's cool. You can hold the right mouse button. Holding the right mouse button allows the view to be moved around. Okay, so the right is on my right hand side. Yeah. And you see, there's a parallax effect. Do you see that? It's kind of 3D. Oh, Cold Games. Look, it's like a window. Oh, that is so cool. And it makes the little t sound. I love it. Oh, that's so awesome. And then I am assuming you hit M. Whoa, and then you're back into the real world. That, you know what, Cold Games? You could have just done a map. Seriously. You could have just done a map. But you made it awesome. I tell you, that's why we love them. All right, so, yeah. If we go back into the map, there's a blue icon. Now, the blue icon is me, okay? And then if you were playing co-op, there's also white icons, and it'll show you where your co-op teammates are. Now, what I don't know, hang on, it says a blue icon for the local player. Co-op players show up as a white icon once, only after they have added to the. It has to be a team member, so they have to be on your BCU. The in-game map has been on roadmap for a long time. Its functionality and purpose will continue to evolve to support upcoming features in the future. So this is not the end. What I don't know maybe is if you're playing co-op and you've got a co-op team members and a co-op team member goes over here, does the fog of war open up for you because your buddy went out and expanded the map for you, or does it have to be you? I don't know. It's an interesting question. So we're going to find out about that. All right. Now the other thing he did, and this is I've looked at it a little bit already, as you've plainly seen. He did an inventory HUD overhaul. Okay. Now basically, if you look in the inventory, here's the inventory, right? Actually, this is not a great place to look at it because there's too much stuff behind it. Oh, we're going to get into that. But you see that right there? Wah, wah. You know what we need? We need the Michael Bay sound effects. Wah. Oh, no. Wah. Wah. That's part of the visual improvements that he's made. He put in we'll get into that. We'll get into that. So if we take a look in the map, here we go. That's better. It's a little bit less busy behind it, so we can actually see what's going on. So he's overhauled the crafting menus, swapping the previous text list, and implementing a grid view. So this is what this is a grid view. Text will show when you're mousing over items. Basically, the idea is he's allowing more items to be displayed at once, so it's more compact. Right, and then when you mouse over it, it shows you the stuff. The other thing mousing over does is it does a little changes the background, and also it has he's got the little tooltip that shows up that shows the what the product is. So, you know what I mean by product. Okay, hammer and you can make a hammer in your own inventory. By the way, that's also a change in here. So he's done away with the radio boxes in the crafting menu. For example. You used to hit select a wall, and then underneath wall it would have different types of walls and stuff, windowed wall, regular wall. Now it's separate items, so they're just separate items, right? And you can just build the one item. So you can actually scan through and now see representations of all of the things. You don't have to go into a sub item and stuff. That's really neat. Oh, he also okay, we'll get into that. There's another. This just reminded me of something, so we'll find out about that. Okay, so he's also added drop shadows on all the images. See, drop shadows. That's this dark shadow around the item. It's basically what it does is it gives it a sort of makes it pop. That's what they say. That's how they refer to it in the biz. So it makes it pop. It makes it stand out more. I love drop shadowing. I use it quite heavily on a lot of stuff actually, and I like my thumbnails. I use a lot of drop shadows. But anyways, so he thinks it looks a lot nicer. Cold Games, it does. It's a good job. You as I said before, you've got an eye for the aesthetic. That's for damn sure. Okay, and it's also more functional, which I agree. That's 100% true. So there's a new rug. Oh, but it takes cotton, sinew, and fiber. Wow, well, hot damn. We might just have to do it anyways. We're running out of daylight. That's okay, though. We've got power. We're being wasteful today. In fact, what I might do is just to keep the fires running. Let's just do that. Let's just whatever. We're just gonna do this. Okay, so there's a rug. Now I'm gonna assume that the rug would be under clothing. No, because it's cloth. See, isn't this better for scrolling around? It does. He probably, you know what? I'll bet you anything he says in the thing where you make the rug. It probably is made in well, let's find out. So it's a purely a cosmetic item at this point. Rugs will give bases a better sense of comfort against the hardwood, metal, glass surfaces, and I think it looks pretty cool too. Well, I'm gonna assume that it does. It will also soften footsteps for better immersion when spending time in your base. He plans on adding more decorative items in the future. Now, maybe I just didn't see it. Is it made in the BCU? No. Is it made in the... No. It has to be made in the player menu. Now this is the experimental branch. It is entirely possible that it... Oh, there it is. Okay, it looks kind of like that. So there we go. So it's cotton, fiber, and sinew. So, you know what? we're doing okay. Let's grab the sinew, let's grab the fiber, and let's grab the cotton. Bloody hell, we're gonna make this bad boy. Why not? What's the problem? I don't think there's a problem. I think there's no problem at all, so I'm just doing it. We can always get more stuff, right? Oh, no, that doesn't go there. That goes up there. Ooh. Oh, now, where would you put a, well, I could put it here to soften the blow from, like, coming down here to give myself, but I don't think so. We're going to put it here. This is our workspace, and we're going to put it for comfort and basically it's bigger than I thought it would be. Oh, that's cool. Okay, how about we put it because when you're working at the workbench and you're crafting things, I think that it'd be nice to have oh, isn't that cool? Listen, it makes. Oh, okay. Shh. You, be quiet. Be quiet. Hey, listen. I love it. It's the little things and look at the detail. Look at how realistic that looks. Isn't that amazing? That is really cool. All right. You know what? This is my new favorite place in the base right here. Because then, I've got I can have carpet under my feet while I work on things, and while I'm working on my still, brewing my stuff. Hey, I think that's kind of cool. So anyways, now let's take a look at some of the more other updates. So he did he also made a BCU range extender. Now, I'm going to well, the BCU you make in your pocket, if I remember correctly, it's a buildable, isn't it? There it is right there. Now, how do you make the BCU range extender? Do you have to make it in the BCU? That would kind of make sense. There it is right there. It costs an ingot, 5 scrap, and a circuit board. Ooh, that's kind of expensive, considering the BCU itself is only, like scrap electrical parts and boards. And here's the thing. So this is a BCU, right? Now, technically, it's still attached to the BCU. What's going on out here? There's a wolf. Why is there a wolf? Look at him. Look at him. Get out of here. No, I missed. There we go. Run. That's it, ladies. You'll be fine. Ooh, you're almost level 9. Oh, my. It's almost time for the spa. It's almost spa day for chicken over there. Now, I'm super paranoid about my food these days, so yeah, we're gonna have to we're gonna make sure you got tons of water. Keep you all hydrated there, ladies. And then, okay, let's go back in and take a quick let's finish off this update, because oh man. Well, I like to think I make it somewhat interesting. All right, now, the BCU range extender, which is, as you saw, it was made in the BCU. It's fairly expensive, not too bad. But essentially what it does is it handles instead of having multiple BCUs. Well, let's explain it to it in the man's own words. BCUs can no longer be placed within range of one another. Using multiple BCUs as a means to extend the build radius of a base was always a placeholder, so he never really intended it to be a thing. Well, you know what I mean, and the end result. The BCU range extender can be crafted in the BCU. Jeez, I should just read this stuff. And used to extend the range at which powered and other specific items can be placed within your base, like the animal housing. Note, they currently cannot be moved once placed, which is the same as a regular BCU. Now, my guess is that my BCUs are grandfathered in. So I have 3, one at each end of the base and the central one in the middle. But if I were to make another BCU and I tried to extend again the bubble, it wouldn't allow it. So it's supporting the existing multiple BCUs, but it won't allow the addition of more BCUs. So new graphics for the sun. You saw that before. Well, let's see. He says he's been meaning to make improvements to the sunset and rises for a long time. Cold games. I don't know if I agree with you. You know what? let's go outside because it is almost morning. And let's turn off the lights so we don't get light pollution. Let's go and take a look at the sunrise so we can see what he's talking about. Which I believe is this direction. There it is, right there. So we'll just look at the sunrise and all that sort of stuff. And so he says that by the way, I've always thought the sunrise was beautiful. So yeah, he's always found the sun rendering to look rather flat. Okay, you know what? That is his belief. I think it's beautiful, but that's fine. Oh, there's a moose. Uh-oh. Okay, we're not gonna pay. The new rendering looks much nicer. Using a parallax. It uses parallax flares to give a sense of depth to the effect. No, not that. It's still angry moose season. Oh my god, now I'm nervous. Largemouth bass. There is now a new large fish that can be caught by rod fishing. The largemouth bass currently produces double the resources than a salmon. However, those are not yet unique items. So the yield is somewhat of a placeholder at this point until the later update. So there's what's going on with that moose, by the way. This is very disturbing. Oh, look, see. Oh. Lens flares. Oh. So he's also done a major performance overhaul. So he says, please skip ahead if it's technical details, blah, blah, blah. Basically what he's done is, for people that have massive builds, like huge builds, it used to render each item in independently. Now he's rendering a single mesh. Or he's consolidating some of the assets so that, you know, there's only one instance of some of it, and then there's still multiple instances of the other things. That moose is getting very disturbing, and so that is a definite improvement apparently. So he's got a little thing when you see the notes for yourself. He's got like a radical improvement in the FPS. So that's pretty cool. He also the animated base items. Oh, look at that. The animated base items, so things like the doors and windows and stuff like that, he's now has made it so that when they're not moving, they're not animated. That moose is really disturbing me. They're not. Oh, there he goes. There he goes. So when it's not moving, yeah, we're just gonna leave him alone. When the doors and everything are not moving, they're not animated, which is really cool because what they used to do if they were in your peripheral vision is the doors used to flutter, open and closed. And I noticed that they weren't doing that, and I think that's part of that. He's fixed that. That's really awesome. Look at this. Oh, there's even like dirt specks on the lens. This is it might be a little too much, but I think it's actually really cool. So he's of course going to be tuning all this stuff, so we'll see. So that'll give a performance boost. So animated building items like doors and windows are now not animated items when they're not moving, only when they are moving. He swaps it in for the movement part and then swaps it back out to the static one after it's done. So the world rendering performance, so he's done some improvements to the foliage rendering, and which is kind of cool. Trees, he's changed the way that the trees are rendered to reduce the performance drain on your graphics card. Basically, also there was certain things that were being rendered even if you couldn't see them, and so they were taking up CPU resources, which was a problem. Improved shadow fall off, so there's like before when you looked at the shadow of stuff, sometimes there was like a striated effect when the sun was obliquely passing over things, and now it's not there, which I wonder if we're actually seeing that. He made the smoother butcher camera transition, which we saw earlier, so that's a little smoother. He added some high FPS native support for like 144 megahertz and stuff like that for the display. I don't use it because I record for YouTube, so I use 60 FPS and that's it. And he's also made the hammer. It takes usage damage over time, but you now craft it in your menu on you. That's nice, especially for early game when you don't have you don't want to have a BCU yet. You can now just make a hammer. The migrating birds were not showing for the co-op game, so he's fixed that. And He fixed a bug that could cause hardcore profiles to be reset to normal and on rare occasions being lost. And then he's got placeholders for some more potential bug fixes when he actually does make the product. There you go. That is the update. I might have missed something. I hope I didn't. I think this is a really, really cool update. Now, I think what we're going to do is we're going to wrap this up by seeing if we can... Oh, well, first of all, let's take a look at the sunrise through the glass. Oh. That is pretty spectacular. I'm just going to take a... There we go. And then let's go take a look at our trap and see if the trap has anything. And we might have to kill a wolf. Oh, Mr. Chicken's level 10. Oh, Mr. Chicken, it's spa day almost. Oh, we're gonna have to find you spa supplies, Mr. or Miss Chicken. Now, let's take a look. Nothing. Now, this is awful close to my base, so I don't know if this is too close, but we're going to leave that there. And then we're also going to go and check on the fish trap. Maybe it takes 24 hours for it to produce. Not sure. Oh, there's a hunter right there. But in the meantime, let's take a look at our fish trap. There's our fish trap. All right. Is there anything in there? Maybe not. Not yet. All right. Well, we'll find out later. Oh, you know what we need to do. Oh, I'm super hungry. This is what happens. I get distracted when I do this, when I do these update videos, and then everything goes to hell. That's what happens. Okay, let's grab you, and let's get back up to the base. All right. So there we go. This is now. Remember, this is in the experimental branch as of the recording of this video. This is not. If you just stick to the regular branch, you're not going to see this release yet. He is going to be moving it into the regular release. I don't know when. I have no idea. That's his business. Oh, that was close. Are you actually still lit? I think you are. I mean, you look like you're lit. But, oh, hey, the neighbors are restless. Oh, okay. What's going on? Are they fighting moose? Oh, is that because the moose is angry? Do we have like a new high-level moose on the map? Is that what's happened here? Did he kill the hunter? Oh. He's a level 3, I think. What the hell? Come on. Come on. Don't outrun me, moose. I'm taking safety of my base. All right. Oh, he's like, hey, bro. Who do you think you are, bro? We're switching to the high-powered ones. Oh, that made him mad. No, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. Okay. Oh, he's hitting my base. Oh no, he's hitting that right there. Oh. He doesn't like it when you hit him from within your base. Very good job. That is the way it should be, by the way. You know what? Oh, I don't have any stamina. That's what happens when I get distracted by a moose. Where did he go? What do you think? Is I'm going to be able to finish him off? There he is. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's see if we can aggro him just by being near him. Oh, but he's a little bit too close. You know what? Oh, I hope this doesn't kill him. I think it might. Okay, we're going to take a chance. Yeah. No, don't hurt me, moose. Oh, I don't have any stamina. Okay. All right, we're going to play treesies. Yeah. That's it. Yeah. Whoa. Oh. Done. I probably didn't even need to use a shotgun for that, but you know what? I'm not going to feel bad because I think that was perfectly legit. I did most of that by, well, I guess some of it I cheesed by going in my base, but that's okay. All right, there we go. So I think that's enough for the update. In the long run, I am going to try to make an elevator to be able to go down to the water. And the other thing is, we do need to. I think today. Oh man, I left the day quite long. For the day, I'm basically going to. We're going to reconnoiter again. We're going to basically go and reconnoiter Charlie. That was the plan for today. It's still the plan. It's just got delayed because I had to talk about the update. Why? Because it's a super exciting update, and I'm really happy with it. But so it's not even a have to. I wanted to. But you know what I mean. All right. Well, I think this is a good place to stop. So thank you very much, everyone. Until next time, you all have yourselves a great day. Bye-bye. Oh, yeah. By the way, 2 things. First of all, Mr. Moose, and not that one, paid for this rug with his sinew. I got 4 sinew out of that moose, and I used 3 to make the rug. So this rug is brought to you by a moose. There you go. The other thing is I forgot to mention, and I meant to verify this because it wasn't mentioned in the notes, and it wasn't mentioned in the preview, but you can no longer make the BCU cracker in the workbench. So that makes sense because if you look in the release notes, you'll see that the lathe makes high-end tier items like the elevator pieces, the parts for the elevator, the button, the car, and the track. But it also shows in the diagram that it's where you make the BCU. So now you need to make a lathe in order to make a BCU. Okay, so you can't make it in the workbench anymore. You got to make it in the lathe now. So there you go. I just thought I'd throw that in as a little addendum. All right, thank you very much again, and you all have yourselves a great day. Bye-bye.